Alright guys, what is up? I figure I would do a full walk around of the JL build. So first off, I went ahead and got a 2018 JL Rubicon. Came with LED package, so I got the LED headlights and heated seats and all that such. I did go for the 2.0 turbo, so it comes with an 8-speed automatic, which is surreal in terms of the power. It's just there all the time. Even driving through the mountains with the 37s, it's just not that noticeable that they're there, considering you're driving a Jeep and I can pass people. It's also super cool that I can do burnouts in it, stock gearing 37s, so that's always fun. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start. Because of the Rubicon fenders, they are higher than the other versions. I went ahead and did the chop with the Artec Industries brace mount. So what that does is normally there's lights right here that come all the way across. It's a two-piece fender design. You don't have to really cut anything. So it just disconnects through it, and then Artec Industries sells this brace so that way your fender's not moving all over the place. It also gives you side markers as well as front markers, so you stay legal, since the JLs no longer have the light there in the grill like the JKs did. I also put on a JK Poison Spider front bumper. Poison Spider does make ones for the JL. I didn't like the design, so I went ahead with the JK version. It all fits the same. Certain JK bumpers will work. The only difference between the two is the frame horns on the JL are closer, so sometimes they don't fit with the winches all the way up to it. I then put on my old Smitty-built winch from the Black Widow build. Put some rigid SAE fog lights into it. Also put on the skid, obviously, for the lower part of the bumper. Some Daystar D-ring isolators, some Poison Spider D-rings. A Smitty-built thimble is currently on there. I have a Factor 55 blue one. I just took it off and put this guy on here. High beam off-road scene lights. So they're gonna put out a lot of light in this front area. Great for seeing directly in front of you, not from super far away. And like I said, it is stock height with 37s. I did decide to go with 37-inch Nitto Ridge grapplers with some 17-inch Method bronze envies. Kind of looks cool with the blue. I also put a black and gold Rubicon emblem on here that I got made by Alpha Vinyl. So that's super cool. Also have Artec Industries vented inner fender liners. On the side here, I have a Moto-Built JL rocker guards. So these are similar to like the Poison Spider Brawler rockers that you have to put the holes into the side, and then it mounts underneath the body down there. Same concept for the rear. Chopped it. Haven't done an inner fender liner on that one. It's a rear, it doesn't really matter. Poison Spider rear bumper has the integrated hitch, also has holes for 2 square LED reverse lights to go into it. Again, I put a set of high beam off-road scene lights into it. One thing I also did was I put on some shock extensions and some larger bump stops. That way I can get as much travel as possible out of this stock height situation. And that way my tires aren't all the way up into my fender every time I'm driving. I believe that's pretty much it for the outside here. I also added a set of just eBay special lights to go on the windshield. I'm never going to use them, so I didn't feel like spending extra money. These guys were like $40-some for the pair, so that's great. The mounts that I used was Z-Roads. Chose them just because it's super cheap. They mount nice. They have a mount right there and a mount right there. Like, these guys are pretty firm on there considering. That's pretty much it for the outside. Go ahead and jump into the inside here. So because it's a Rubicon, it does have that red. I was against it at first, but now I kind of dig it. Like I said, it's an automatic because I had the 2.0. The first thing I did was put an iDrive into this guy. Basically, it just changes the acceleration, so you're not getting more horsepower out of it, but you're getting more throttle response, so that makes a big difference, especially with the larger tires. 67 Designs also sells this bracket system that goes up here. So I have a magnet or a metal piece in the back of my phone here, so it'll go right onto it, just screws right into these spots. Allows for other multiple pieces to go on as well, move it around, iPad mount, GoPro mount, stuff go forward, all that. So that's super cool as well. Get a feel for it. And one thing I did add, mine didn't come with, was the auxiliary switches. So I did add those guys into it. That is the Mopar kit. So it all goes into a certain spot. Everything's designed for it. Just takes about 3.5, 4 hours to do, which sucked. Had to add plastic guards, a Sarah Wrangler. Also helps with protecting the paint, so. The back seat, so all the new JLs have these kind of MOLLE systems put into the back here, so you can put some straps. So that's super cool. One thing that was really awesome is they put outlets back here finally. So you have those guys, and they also have air vents for people in the back seat. First time for a Wrangler in a long time, so woohoo to that. Jeep only took forever and a half. Got these brackets put in here because I have a dog net, dirty dog, 4x4. Sells that, so it actually goes all the way down into the ground and protects the dogs from staying in the back seat and all that. Oh, I guess my wrist is bleeding. Interesting. So that's there. Back seat's nothing special. Just kind of has your back area, your storage compartment. I go ahead and I put my air hose, extra wiper blade because I've already broken one, air down kit, all that such. I also decided to go for an Araby twin compressor, and I used the more off-road. That's just it filling up and then releasing. So it actually mounts to the side right there. It's out of the way. It only turns on when you actually use it, so hell yeah, I'll put it inside. It doesn't matter to me. I'm using it for air up tires. I'm gonna be outside anyways. Another thing I did was an Artec Industries license plate delete, or spare tire delete rather. Essentially that gets rid of your spare tire carrier. Reason I chose these guys over everyone's is camera location. So some companies put cameras down below the license plate, some people put them up above. If you keep it up above, it kind of keeps that factory look in terms of your rear view camera and the dash that's up there. If you put them too low, you're pointing too far down. So one thing I love about this is these lines, and your backup camera has two lines that come up to show, like they turn with it. It lines up perfectly with those guys and goes all the way straight back. And like I said, it keeps that factory style angle. So I'm just super happy with that one. And then one of the other things that I had done, this camper go by. Bye. One of the other things that I have done on here is, it's kind of hard to see because it's so bright, but I put in the Alpine audio upgrade. So mine has the touchscreen head unit and everything, but there's two versions now. You have this guy, and then you have a larger one which comes with the Alpine system. So mine did not have it. Essentially it puts a powered amplifier underneath the seat here, and then a powered subwoofer underneath the seat, and then new tweeters up top. The rest of the speakers stay the same. Made a huge difference. If I were to ever buy another Jeep again, immediately that would be the first upgrade, because that was just crazy difference. The hardtops nowadays actually have a little bit of texture to them, so that looks kind of cool as well. Give you an idea, I got my garage door openers. Passenger airbag light was moved up there. I opted out of the proximity sensor version because I really don't need that, and it causes more problems than good. So, not really worth it to me. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them down below. I will do my best, as always, to get back to you on a timely basis, which y'all know I suck at. But I try my best for it. Post them down below. Give a thumbs up for the AcheloisJL. Talk to you soon, guys.